Hi, my name is Steph. If you'd like to come on in and have a seat for some symbolic support, we're going to utilize the Skull of Scrolls to see which sign we are going to scry with an ink blot made in your name and essence, of course. We'll also add on Shaman Oracle cards in the Shaman's Palm configuration as well. We have Ghost Tube here kicking for any audio additions that may further inspire or irritate, so please do receive or release freely. Aries, you are up next. If you'd like to take a screenshot so you can scry on your own time and terms for shapes and symbols that speak to your psyche and psychic senses.
Move over.
Aries, move on over. If you'd like to open up with me, you're more than welcome to, or you can fast forward through, of course. Thank you to all those who are here, like, sharing, and subscribing. You truly warm my haunted heart, so thank you. All right, Arians, nice big breath. Closing the eyes. Cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and honor of Aryan Collective. Aries, thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. That was weird, allowing me. Okay, well, that's fine. You know the drill as well. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below.
Below.
Okay. Yep, I'm wandering down. So I feel like I'm seeing I think they're like tambourines or cymbals. They clang together, not horizontally though. I'm seeing them almost like a drum kit. And if you're pressing the pedal, they would go ka-chee, 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 ka-chee. Something about my roof, like a roof of your home perhaps. I've leveled up. I'm seeing the arms. It's like there's two ways that I'm seeing this. So one rabbit hole is, but I feel like it's positive. I've had it up to here. And this inspired change. This inspired some sort of change within oneself. On the other hand, I'm seeing I've raised my bar. It's like up here now. Not I've had it up to here. I'm up here now. And this doesn't have to be in regards to ego by any means. I feel like I've just elevated. I've elevated some part of myself, if not many parts of myself. There's something else I'm seeing. I'm seeing a bow. Very horizontal bow. I'm peeking down on something. Sorry, I'll bring you in. I'm peeking down at something. I'm seeing a couple hold hands. Beaver tails. They both have beaver tails. They do work in their own way, shapes, or forms. This partnership, it's all variations. Very like transpersonal. It's fluid, changing roles, changing, how do I say, energy dynamics, the tools that we use, the energies. I could be, like, as an example, I could be, female expressed, but my masculine energy has a certain tool or skill set that's coming out. And you know what I mean? It feels all very harmonious. And I'm gazing. There's also brontosauruses. I don't know what that means. Something very old, I feel like. Something very, very old. I keep being drawn up there. Do you know what's funny? It's like I feel like I'm looking... Oh, sorry, my hands keep... I'm looking ahead and up at the same time. It's kind of like that energy that's like it has a horizontal bow. Legs up the wall. If your back's on the ground, legs are up the wall, and you're like draining the veins of the legs. Maybe resting. Some leg work that's been done. Resting. Yeah. But there's somebody, like, I feel like there's someone or something. It's
Clown.
Almost like trying to peer in through my roof of my house, or maybe my roof of reality of consciousness. Do you know what I'm saying? Like almost like a remote view. I'm seeing a pipe. I'm also, okay, hold on. I feel it's almost like there's a family of these energies kind of checking in on you or looking at this. It's like this is a very interesting way I'm going to say it, but you're here, so you get it. It's as though I am being observed by the spirit of aliens, angels, ancestors. I'm not sure, like in that remote viewing way, okay?
Father.
And I feel as though I'm being observed, like they, whoever this other family frequency is, they're watching the story of me. It's like you're a reality TV show. But it feels very caring. It feels super caring. But I feel it from their perspective. It's like something's trying to tell me about an intention. We care. I also feel looked after. I feel like in the Aryan energy as I'm sitting here at the end of 2023 and nearing the threshold of the calendar year anyway towards, the new year. I feel like I'm kind of looking out as I am being observed and some things and energies are looking down upon me. I'm looking out at the work I've done. I feel very reflective. I feel peace. There's something about sleeping and owls, white owls specifically. If the white owl means something to somebody, I might be hearing owls. There's some sort of wisdom within the way I see things. It's like, do you know what it makes me feel like? I'm getting very, very chilly in your reading, so that's interesting. It's the way it's like I don't need to squint to see my blessings. I no longer need to squint to find something wrong. These owls come out. It's almost like I can rest my eyes, close my eyes, and trust myself, maybe. Trust what I've built, even though I know there's still work to be done. There's still things to do, and that's fine. I am not in a rush. Interesting. I feel like I'm not in a rush. There's also a stegosaurus.
Pathetic.
Well, that's a harsh word. My goodness. Maybe at some point in time you're able to look back on certain parts of yourself, maybe very harshly, I don't know. But you're like, no, I'm not. See, my peace. I'm not taking the bait. There's a stegosaurus and a brontosaurus. I'm also feeding the fish. Yeah, I'm feeding the fish. There's some sort of feminine creature here, I gotta say. And I don't know who she is. There's a rooster with her.
Gone.
She might be a mother that has passed. She might be a feminine expression in the afterlife aura. Or, you know what I'm hearing very specifically is somebody knows they have or will be connecting with or have already connected with, in one of those things, a female spirit guide. Maybe you've traditionally had masculine spirit guides or male energy step forward to you in regards to something. This feels feminine. Maybe also some of you have been working on your feminine energy, your dark femme. And it feels nice, to be honest with you. Because like that hourglass figure is coming through, but it's not about the figure of it. It's like the sands of time. And again, I don't feel rushed. Like the sand already ran out. And I'm like, oh. And nothing happened because I'm the one who gets to turn the sand timer, the hourglass timer thing, I'm actually the one. So it's good. I'm good. I'm just going to take a moment to not even turn the sand timer maybe to the next project or the next contemplation or the next goal. That's what that makes me feel like. Again, it's peaceful. Maybe it's okay. The rooster, it's one of those roosters on the top of like a barn. It lets you know the winds. Yeah, it lets you know the winds, which direction the wind is going. And I feel like even the wind, it's like whatever's trendy is not your concern. That's not because you're poo-pooing what's trendy or not able to see the celebration in people. If there's a trend going on, that's, or if there is a trend you decide to get on board with. The sand of time and the winds of time. I'm seeing bunnies. And they're making a heart here. Something about Easter time as well.
Kitchen.
Or the spirit of that. Yeah, see, there's something. I'm sorry, I'm adding on something about my legs as well. I feel like there's either been energy working to help maybe get something done or a task done up until this point. Something about the frequencies running through what runs through my veins. And I don't mean to be like, what runs through my veins? It's, you know what it makes me feel like? You know that saying, when a pilot gets their wings? I feel like I've gotten that, but in my legs. Okay. In your cave of ice that came through, I have here Hunter of Conflict. This is what I feel like I am not doing.
Move over.
Not doing. Maybe it's okay. So that's okay. I'll go with it. It's like even seeing the trends of conflict in the collective. It's like conflicts are trendy. Which side do you land upon? Yeah, see, and even in your Cave of Winds with the Shaman of Sorrows, you know what you're eating now. And I don't mean like necessarily in food, and maybe you are. This feels like I know what I'm digesting. In Aries, it's like amidst the collective, I'm very mindful of what I'm connected with. Because I've been sad by taking the blue pill, red pill, if I may. And it's like you've taken both.
I'm close.
Maybe you had expectations. Or released them. But it's like even that concept of we'll take the red pill or you take... The trend's not getting you into a state of conflict because you see the conflict, what it creates, the divide. And that divide, first and foremost, is within. And then it's going to be expressed without. And maybe that's a trend that you've been through. Maybe it's a trend within your history. If you've had cycles of things. It's like following your own trends. Or even just not dismissing them, dismantling some of them. Yeah, see? Okay, sorry, I'm continuing on here. In your Cave of Hearthfires is the companion, which is spirit in this deck, right? This is in your Heart of Hearts. Okay, so that's where it is down here at the bottom with these hands here. This is what it makes me feel like. If it's in some context, Arians, you've been through the House of Horrors. Love it. You are now in or moving through co-creating a holistic house. and dare I say of happy. And where happy is doesn't, of course, mean, sorry, I'm like shaking this all around, that there isn't ups and downs. It's very interesting. I come back to the heart. I'm not squinting to see. And if I'm going to squint, I'm deciding to squint. So with your hearth fire of the companion, in your cave of river, or your cave of feelings, is the hunter of gifts. And then in your cave of earth that you draw down is the shaman of birth. Something about, it's like going fishing to catch the big fish and to come to realize you're the big fish.
Always.
I don't know what that means. I feel like I thought a gift should look like this. A gift should appear this way or express itself a certain way. You might also be having a spiritual gift step through or a psychic, whatever the case may be. But I kind of want to say I don't want to dismiss the gift of breathing. Because I'm hearing that song by, I want to call him like Ethan, but I don't know if that's his name. Alive. Edwin. And maybe I don't always feel that way. So when I feel it, I feel it. And I want to be present for it. Because I know there might be a valley. And that's okay too. Arians, I'm going to add on a superhero card. If you haven't already, please do like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'm truly grateful for your powerful presence and awareness. Your awesome awareness. Respect. Your superhero card, because we are fun here at iScry with Steph, is Shatterstar. Oh my goodness. There's the superhero, but I got to read it up here, so if I may. Shatterstar. Hailing from a tyrannical alternative future in which men are bred for the sole purpose of arena combat, Shatterstar trained extensively in the use of weaponry and became this planet's champion. Seeking a better life for his people, he fled his world and traveled into the past in search of the legendary superhero team, the X-Men, but found X-Force instead. It's like talking about that gift. Like I thought it was going to look like this, or I expected it to look like this.
Curse.
History says it's going to look like this, or maybe even a curse has turned into a blessing. And it's like, oh, now I'm good. I don't need to squint to see the fine details. It's like, oh, I get it now. Anyway, sorry. Now Shatterstar employs his superior sword techniques to fight evil with his new allies, hoping to someday return to his time and free his people. Fantastic. I don't know if there's been a pressure you've had to release off yourself to say, well, I need to be in my past. I also need to be in the future world. I also, resonate as a starseed and I want to be with them. I really want to be here. I feel like you understand where you are in the here and now. Is building skill sets to maybe like inherently all your archetypes or all your paralleling past lives, or when you return home to source or you reincarnate. Something along that lines. It's like, I'm here. This birth, this timeline is I'm gaining skills. I thought X-Men, but ended with X-Force. And instead of being assuming it should be one X or the other, it was like, I don't know, just one actually aligns better. And you're seeking a better life for you. Seeking, not squinting. Oh my goodness, Arians. I could go on and on and on, but I want to thank you so much. I'm going to leave it here. We'll revisit this another day, another time. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great year end. Thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in this fantastical aura. And I'll see you again soon. Thank you. Aries, I got sunshine. I don't know the song. Who could ask for anything more?